They're shocked. People found you more attractive. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. They're shocked. People found you more attractive. See, I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I have what they don't. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I have what they don't. Now, I understand ladies may look at this as rejection, and they may not like this video. I understand this, right? Guys are typically used to rejection. But ladies and gents, before becoming offended by how I'm saying something, listen to what I'm actually saying. I'm saying that you have some special ability, some special feature, some form of attraction, some type of personality. Maybe it's even charm about yourself that other people actually diminished and deemed as less than. However, they thought that they would be the only one who turned heads. They thought that they would be the only one who get eyes. They thought that they would be the only ones who could accrue some attention. And see, family, what make you much more potent is that you're not even trying. You're not even doing the most. You're just being plain old you. You follow me? And see, for my ladies, you don't have to be revealing, overly sexualized, and hypersexual to get someone's attention, a job, opportunity, and the list goes on. And for my guys, you don't have to overly sexualize yourself or overly objectify yourself, meaning make yourself into an object over just being plain old you, bro, right? And this is what a lot of people don't like because they had to objectify themselves. They had to sexualize themselves. Yet, somehow, some way, you were still looked at as the superior one. So when I say they are shocked, people found you more attractive, I'm essentially saying that you did a lot less to get the opportunity. You did a lot less to get the attention. You did a lot less to grab the eyes of that man or that woman, and the list goes on. Does that make sense, y'all? Of course, people are shocked that people still found you more attractive. They're not the only attractive one at the job. They're not the only smart person in the atmosphere. They're not the only one who has special gifts and unlimited potential. They're not the only one who can turn heads. They're not the only one. So what I want y'all to understand is that they may be shocked that people found you more attractive, but trust and believe, it don't mean that nothing is wrong with you. You just happen to be set apart. You're different. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know, all right? But with that being said, fam, let's go ahead and get directly into this video. But first thing is first, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Second video of today on the Reno Speaks Life channel. Y'all already know what's going on. We still right here in front of the legendary Great Couch. Let's get directly into this banger, y'all. They're shocked people found you more attractive. Number one, it was your effortless swag, right? Your effortless swag. So I'm going to just get right into it. If you take someone who spent, hours in the mirror versus someone who was one and done, meaning they spent 1 hour in the mirror, at max maybe an hour and 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but they were done. Still came out looking handsome, still came out looking beautiful, still came out looking like that girl, that boy, or better yet, him or her. You get what I'm saying? You still came out on top. Family, this is the recipe for jealousy, right? It's very similar to the nonchalant person. The nonchalant person who still have a woman chasing him. The nonchalant woman who still has a man chasing her. A lot of people get jealous of that because they like, look, I showed up with roses. I bought gifts. I showed up with my best. I put makeup on. Man, I got a fresh cut and she's still chasing Dumbo Jumbo over here. He's still chasing Risha Keisha over here. Family, that's not you. See, family, you are the person who does come off as nonchalant. And the reason why I want to make a small and slight distinction between nonchalant, because nonchalant can have a negative stigma to it. I would like to use effortless swag, right? You have that effortless swag. Like, people can tell you ain't tried to do too much. People can tell you ain't stay in the mirror that long. People can tell that you're not trying to be Beyonce or Mariah Carey or, Denzel Washington. You're not trying to be, the biggest of the biggest, the best of the best. You just being you, right? And that in itself makes you more attractive. That's why they're shocked that people found you more attractive, because you have an effortless swag, right? You still got edge. You still have charm. You still have charisma. You still have that gift. It's on the inside of you, y'all. It's not on you. And that's what a lot of people can't stand. You have that effortless swag. And I also want to say this. I know ladies typically take longer in the mirror, right? I get that. But I'm even talking to the ladies. Maybe you spent 2-3 hours in the mirror, and this other lady over here spent 4, 5, 6 hours in the mirror, right? Same thing, y'all, same thing. The point is that they spent more time on their image, on their personality, on their wardrobe. The list goes on, and you still have gotten chosen over them. Does that make sense, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Yo, effortless swag. And that's what makes you even more attractive. You feel me? Number 2, it's going to be this right here, fam. You naturally stand out. All right? You naturally stand out, right? I'll just give y'all a few examples of standing out. But again, it can be anything, right? You can have a red hair. You can have blue eyes, and be my skin complexion. Like, you will stand out. You would probably scare somebody. If I had blue eyes, I would probably scare somebody. And that actually runs in my family, by the way. My uncle, Willie James, he has blue eyes, my color. Crazy, right? But anyway, anything can make you stand out, right? If you are a smoker inside of a circle who don't smoke, guess what? You stand out by nature. You can't avoid it. But anyway, I'll use these 3 examples right here, y'all. The active listener. Why does the active listener stands out? Because most people want to talk. But when you come around, you're actually listening. Now, not only does this make you attractive, but people want to hear what you got to say. People want to, hear your perspective. People want to understand your mind. And the list goes on. That particular person happens to stand out. The person who talk is wondering, I'm saying amazing things and brilliant things, and they're so amazing, but why nobody wants to hear from me anymore? Because they've already heard from you. You keep talking. So when you are the active listener, you're like a breath of fresh air, if that makes sense. Number 2, the calm anchor. The calm anchor. This is the person who hold everything down. You get what I'm saying? You hold everything down. You're calm. You're cool. You're collected. A lot of people are panicking. They're screaming. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to spend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my home. Things are crumbling down on me, right? I get it. I understand. But what you have to understand is that when you are the calm anchor and everybody else is panicking, then you're going to naturally stand out. And that's what's going to make people choose you, come to you, and gravitate towards you, right? Number 3, another thing that makes you naturally stand out is the reliable doer. There's a lot of people who say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, okay? I'm going to take you here, I'll have this, whatever. But very rarely actually be a man or woman of their word. This is just real, all right? It ain't science, it ain't math, it's just real. You have very few people who actually do what they say they was going to do, all right? When you become the reliable doer, people automatically look at you as attractive and different because you are standing out, all right? When I would tell people, hey, I'm going to do the music, hey, I'm going to do my music video, I would see the looks I would get pre-video, pre-song, pre-going to the studio. And then when I actually do it, people be looking like it's magic. All I did was just execute. Somebody drop in the comments and say execution is paramount. When you execute something, it makes you much more attractive. Believe it or not, y'all. But this goes right back to the point, okay? Number 2 is you naturally stand out. And it's basically you doing simple and natural things that most people in the world just simply don't do, all right? They have access to it, but they haven't made themselves available to do it. Number 3, it's going to be this right here, fam. Delusion at its finest. Delusion at its finest. Some people are just so delusional to where they think that the world revolves around them. They think that everybody is lucky to be in their space. They think that everything is all about them. I'm the prettiest. I'm the most handsomest. I have the most money. I'm the most intelligent. I'm the best of them all. Could not have been any further from the truth. It's delusion. Everybody have their match. Believe that. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Everybody have their match. Now, I want to talk about something that's been going around. It's been making its rounds, right? Y'all seen the girl at the Usher concert, right? She was at the Usher concert, and she pretty much was pulled up on stage, right? Now, you have a group of people who's saying that she ain't do nothing wrong. She didn't sexualize herself. She didn't, wig out over a celebrity. All those things are great. I respect that if it was like this unexpected thing, or if it was this thing that where she was held under, constraint and restraint, like, you better go up there, we're going to put a bullet in your back. Okay, I get that, all right? However, she made a conscious decision to go up on stage. I'm not understanding what's the uproar, right? Oh, I get it, because most people, male and females, who look at her, places her on a pedestal. So just because she's what society says is so beautiful, when she halfway do something, people tend to say, oh, it's the end all be all. But if it was a darker skinned girl, if it was another girl who was not as pretty or deemed as pretty as she was, nobody would care about it. That would make her the problem. But now they're trying to make this chick here seem like she's a saint. How about this? Let's just not go up on stage at all. Instead of messing up somebody's show or somebody's set, why not just not allow yourself to go up on stage? Well, they say she wanted Chris Brown, Reno, but now you're contradicting yourself. Because at first it was all about how you have respect for yourself, dignity, and, you didn't really know, when it came to going on stage or how it was going to go down when it came to going up on stage. Okay, fine, I get it. But now you're talking about you want Chris Brown. This is delusion at its finest. What makes it delusional? See, sometimes people think that they're the hottest in the spot, the most beautiful in the world, the most, deemed, the most wanted, desired, all right, when that could not have been any further from the truth. I'm not saying that the young girl is not beautiful. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that it's delusional to go up on somebody's set and make yourself feel like the world is now revolving around yourself, and then get mad when people are basically calling you out on it as if you didn't place yourself in position to be sexualized, to be talked about, to be all up on, right? That's what they do. You knew this. You just wanted to show other girls that, hey, what y'all go so crazy over, I'm not going to go crazy. See, look at me. He chose me because of how I look, but I still don't even want him. That's delusion. Just don't go up there. That's all I'm saying. Just don't go up there. The point is, y'all, is that a lot of people have delusional minds, okay? Delusion at its finest, okay? Drop in the comments to let me know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. But number 4, it's going to be this right here, y'all. They're used to being the only one, all right? They're used to being the only one. And that also kind of goes back to the last point, too, about this chick at the Usher concert. I'm sure wherever she's from, she's used to being the prettiest girl. She's used to being the best looking girl. She's used to being, top notch. She's so used to that. But not realizing that when you're talking about, guys like Usher and Chris Brown, they're rotating them daily, right? Like you're like a needle in a haystack when you start thinking about the wide range of women who looks like you, if not better, right? But anyway, they're so used to being the only one. Okay, and so this is very similar to the only child syndrome. The only child syndrome. This is when you're so used to being the only person who get attention, being the only person who get pulled up on stage, being the only person who's being taken out for shopping and, splurged on, and people giving you money, the whole nine. They're the only one. So when another child come along, they lose their minds. They can't believe that somebody is being chosen over them. They can't believe that somebody is trying to, take them out. They can't believe that somebody has eyes on them and not on, them for a change. Eyes on the second child and not for them for a change. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, when people are not used to being the only one, or when they're so used to being the only one, they find themselves in this, once again, delusional state of mind. So whenever somebody else get chosen, it's a shock. And that's what happened with yourself, y'all. Number 5 is going to be this right here, fam. Your unexpected glow up, okay? Your unexpected glow up. So do anybody remember the movie Princess Diaries, right? So she was kind of looked at as a nerd. She had this image to where she was, kind of dry in the face. Hairstyle was not it. She was looked at as like a nerd. She was low value. And so she finds out that she's a princess and she gets the whole princess treatment. She glows up. Now she's looking stunning. Her friend is kind of jealous of it. The guy who they were hanging around, he's finding her attractive. Okay. She glowed up, right? She glowed up. And that's the same thing with yourself. Like when you glowed up, you're getting new attention. You're getting new eyes. People who were once your friend are now jealous. And then you got people who were always around you and respected you and liked you for who you were already. But this right here just kind of enhanced it. Family, you're now being chosen. You're being chosen by everybody around you. And the people who were always the ones who were chosen, they're not getting chosen anymore because your glow up was so unexpected that they didn't have time, or room to change anything or to prepare for it. It was an unexpected glow up. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But they are shocked people found you more attractive, okay? With that being said, fam, we're going to go ahead and do a recap and then we'll conclude this video. But number 1, y'all, your effortless swag. Number 2, you naturally stand out. Number 3, delusion at its finest. Number 4, they're used to being the only one. And number 5, y'all, your unexpected glow up, okay? With that being said, fam, y'all be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.